Hi Capricorn, I'm going to pull a general reading for you today. See what comes out. If you have Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus in Capricorn, this may be a reading for you. Let's take a look. What is Capricorn's messages today? Bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Cups. This could be a birth of a child. It could represent a younger masculine water sign. Somebody who is developing their spiritual gifts. Somebody who follows their intuition. Somebody who is just learning about the way the world works. Could be a message of forgiveness, asking for forgiveness. A message, an emotional message is on its way to you. And it looks like this person may have leveled up in some way, in an emotional way, with the Knight of Cups following the Page of Cups. Somebody may be going through puberty. Their voice may be dropping. They may feel like they're going through this alone. 2 pages, it could be a friendship. Page of Swords is an energy of gathering information about a certain person or about their thoughts. There's a lot of introspection in this reading. A lot of learning, evaluating. The Hermit card, this is a deliberate step back from either society, going off grid, turning off all technology, in order to attune their frequency or their vibration. In order to channel their thoughts more productively. That's what I see here. Somebody's journeying within, making the conscious choice to either develop their spiritual gifts or their spiritual practice, learning their craft, and learning a lot more about themselves and how they think. How somebody's coming to terms or acknowledging that the way they think is what manifests into their life. That's what this message is. I feel I need to pull some more cards for you, Cap. What else does Capricorn need to know today in regards to their spiritual gifts, their thoughts, the way this is progressing in their life? Bottom of the deck is the 3 of Wands. So yeah, you've overcome some type of barrier or blockage. You've stepped over a hurdle. You've put plans in place. I'm trying to choose my words wisely here. And an initial completion of the first phase has been completed. 3 of Cups, 7 of Cups, and the 7 of Pentacles. 3s and 7s may be significant for you. And I'm getting friendship again, especially with the 3 of Cups. You may have a very magnetic attraction, Capricorn, with a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Again, 7s talk about assessment, assessing a situation, evaluating what works and what doesn't, what you've put your energy, your time, your resources into, and looking back to see if this friendship is worth taking risks on, or where it's going to lead in the future. You may be single and looking at one of your friends like, do they have what it takes to match my energy? Or you could be in search of a best friend, somebody who's more on your level, more on your wavelength. That does tie in with your first spread. Closing messages for Capricorn, please. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Pentacles. You've got the Star, Death card, and the Queen of Wands. There's renewed hope. You've gone on a totally different path. You've sort of lifted yourself out of like a darkness. You know the saying when the darkest hour is just before dawn. This relates to the last spread of your reading. It's almost like you've gone through the dark night of the soul. You've maintained hope in a hopeless situation, and it's come to an end. The feeling of hopelessness and feeling stuck or stagnant. Like there's been some type of release or acceptance for the way that things are. Like you've accepted that you can't change things that are out of your control. So you might as well enjoy the ride. And you're stepping into a more powerful, more aligned self-empowerment. It's still going to take some time with the Knight of Pentacles here, but sure as shit, you're making progress. Yeah, it hasn't been an easy battle, and you've done a lot of soul searching. You've released a lot of baggage that was just dead wood. That's what I see. I want to pull you some oracle cards just to close out your reading, Capricorn. Messages for Capricorn, please. Closing messages for Capricorn. Envy. Yeah, well, when we make changes in our personal life, whether it's internal or external, people don't like it. They're used to you being the way you've always been. I'm going to just take that one. Bottom of the deck, you've got change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So even if you feel like you're taking one step forward and 2 steps back, you are still making progress. Don't force a situation, and don't get frustrated with yourself because things aren't moving as quickly as you'd like. Be patient with yourself. Don't doubt yourself. Release the need to know all the answers. Just know that they're coming. And you're going to come out a lot more empowered, strong, attractive individual after this. And I did talk about envy. You're the same as everybody else, but with different challenges. Don't forget that. That is your reading, Capricorn. I wish for you truth and blessings. Have a good day.